afternoon, everybody. Planting 81 here, and today is June 23rd, 2012, and we're gonna take a look at my garden. I'm really happy for this year's garden. As you can see, there's a lot more green going on in here. This is my cucumber, cantaloupe, and kale and onion bed, and it's doing fairly well overall. The onions are getting a little bit of size to them, but they're still going to be tiny, but you know, that's better than nothing, I suppose. Here, the kale, look at how pretty that kale looks. It looks nice and pretty. Both kale plants are doing great. I think they're gonna probably be going to flower here shortly, so I'm gonna be harvesting most of it. Right next to it, we have my pepper bed. In my pepper bed right now, I don't have that many peppers growing along, but there are some. I have like one banana here, I think one banana there, and two right over there. The rest of the peppers are mostly, what are they? Bell peppers, and as you can see, there's one in there somewhere. There's two in here. They're all fairly small so far. Most of them, I should say, are fairly small, but I have been harvesting a few larger ones. Here's some pretty good sized ones. Look, that's a pretty good size bell pepper, and so is this one here. So I'll be harvesting these two probably today. Oh, you can't really see this one, can you? Over here we have a sunflower that I planted, and it's actually doing its thing. Over here is some more bell peppers, and these are doing pretty good too, but there's only two and they're still kind of small. The Serranos, I've been harvesting quite a few, and there's 4 on the plant there and then 2 more down below. The jalapeños, they're looking good and doing good. I harvested one yesterday, and as you can see, there's like 3 more on the plant, and hopefully it'll be producing some more. We shall see. Over here in the tomato jungle, I think I kind of let it get out of hand a little bit, because it does look like a mini jungle. Maybe the whole pruning thing is a little bit better, because as I'm moving branches around and trying to trim them back now, I end up breaking some of the ones that I want to keep. So maybe it wasn't such a good idea to let it get too big and wild. But there are some tomatoes in there. Luckily, I haven't broken any of the tomatoes that are growing in there off yet. Some of them are actually finally turning. Look at that. That's my big Roma that I'm waiting for. But I do have some way smaller Romas in here. Let me see if I can get you in there. And then just clusters, and they're just looking awesome. And then a little cherry down there. The clusters are looking just absolutely beautiful. You know, I can't wait to harvest them today, or some of them. The tomatillo plant, I've noticed that plant just kind of grows differently. I don't even know how to describe how it grows, because it's just kind of wild. Here's the jet star, and they're doing good. This one is one of the plants, and the only plant that I'm actually single stemming. I do have a cherry tomato in there, and I may need to try to stake that one up, because it's kind of like it goes from there all the way over to here, to this area here. See, this tomatillo plant is also like just kind of all over right here. This cherry tomato plant here is doing fairly well. It's got several clusters of cherry tomatoes in there, and down here we actually have some that are ripening along. So I can't wait for those either. Next to it, I do have this Roma, and this one has a few of them, and they're actually finally starting to ripen along. In there, I've got basil and parsley and some carrots, so we shall see in this little wild mess what comes of it. Next to it, we have my cucumber and squash. My cucumbers, I'm really happy with my Asian cucumbers, and most of them are getting a pretty decent size, but I do have like this little tiny one here, but it'll grow. It's still, you know, fairly new, I'm guessing. And then right here we have another one, pretty nice there. Down here I do have like two more, I believe. There's one right here and another one right behind it there. And as you can see, some more coming along. Over here I do have one that looks almost like a straight 8, but it's not a straight 8, so I'm gonna harvest that one there. Looks great, and they taste awesome because, as I mentioned, I have been harvesting them. The squash plant, look at the green squash. It's just like ginormous, just kind of taking over the entire bed. And it's got, I did harvest one squash from it, and it's got another little guy in there that I'll be getting as soon as it's ready. It'll probably be ready in the next couple of days or so. Also way down there, let me see if I can get you in there, is my celery and another yellow squash. Let me go to the other side and I can show you a yellow squash that actually has one female that's coming along, looking good. But still no yellow squash, only green squash and cucumbers, which is way more than what I can say for last year's garden. Overall, I've got to say I am really happy with this year's garden and what I've gotten so far. It's not a whole lot, it's not as much as some of you, but man, it's way more than what I had last year, so I'm really happy and excited. And this is just the beginning of the season. I think last year I didn't get my first tomato till like, I don't know, probably like the beginning or late July. So I already ate my first vine ripe tomato, and I've already harvested way more cucumbers and bell peppers than what I had last year. Well, thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.